Welcome to this recording of a relaxation technique. This technique will take between 15 and 20 minutes to complete. It involves tightening and releasing different muscle groups, combined with breathing. The goal is to encourage your body to go easily into a relaxation state. I can suggest to you that you use this technique maybe once or twice a week. And if you have a particularly stressful day ahead, you can perhaps do it in the morning, or if you need to have a really good night's sleep, doing it at the end of a day. So think about your comfort during the relaxation technique. You may want to find a nice comfortable chair or sofa, or maybe lie on your bed, making sure you're warm, that there's a glass of water at hand, and that your telephone is on answering machine or your mobile is switched off. So we're going to begin the technique by bringing attention to different parts of your body, thinking about the muscles of your face, your shoulders, tummy, legs and feet. We're going to work from the toes and finish with the muscles of the face. So when you're ready, just gently follow these instructions. If any area of your body is tender, then just miss that part out and then just rejoin the technique when you're ready. So take attention to your toes. Give them a little wiggle. Take a breath in, squeeze the toes, and then as you breathe out, allow the toes to soften. Second time, breath in and squeeze the toes, curling them. And then as you breathe out, unfurl the toes, allowing them to soften. Rest for a moment. Just allow your feet to feel soft and heavy. Third time, curl the toes, breath in. And then as you breathe out, let the toes uncurl. We do each area of the body 4 times so that it becomes patterned into the system. 4th time, curl the toes, breath in, and then when you're ready, breathing out, allowing the toes to uncurl. Next, we're going to move on to the muscles of the calves. So to do this, we're going to draw the feet towards you, tightening the calves, as if showing the world the underside of your feet. So when you're ready, take a breath in, draw the feet towards you, and then as you breathe out, allow the feet to flop and soften. And if you need to breathe in between, then just do that nice and gently and comfortably. Second time, drawing the feet towards you, breath in. And then when you're ready, just allow your feet to drop and your calves to soften. Resting for a moment, allowing your lower limbs to feel heavy and soft. Third time, drawing the feet towards you, breath in, and then very gently breathing out, allowing the feet, the calves, to soften. 4th time, draw the feet towards you, breath in, breathing out nice and slowly, allowing the jaw to relax as you breathe out. We're now going to move on to the knees. So just be aware of where your knees are resting, and we're going to move your knees together and then tighten them and release. So when you're ready, we're going to begin by drawing the knees in so that they touch. Breath in and just tighten so you feel the thighs tighten. And then as you breathe out, allow the thighs to soften and the knees just to drift apart. Breathing normally in between if you need to. And then when you're ready to go again, draw the knees together, breath in, feel the thighs tighten. And then very slowly allow the breath to come out of your body, allowing the knees to drift apart. And we'll just pause for a moment, just noticing how heavy yet soft your legs, your knees, your thighs can become. Third time, drawing the knees together, breath in, tighten those thighs, and then very, very gently let the breath flow out of your body, allowing the knees to drift, the thighs to soften. Fourth time, drawing the knees together, breath in, tighten, and then very gently as you breathing out through the open mouth, allowing the jaw to relax, let the knees drift. The area that we're going to work on next is the tummy and the lower back. So if you're resting in a chair or on the bed, then just notice as you breathe in how your tummy can push out, and then when you breathe out, how your back can sink into the chair or bed. So we'll begin, and I would suggest you put one hand on your tummy so you become aware of your middle. So in your own time, take a breath in and pushing the tummy out a wee bitty. And then as you breathe out, allow your lower back to sink into the chair or bed. Second time, breath in, pushing tummy. And then when you're ready, breathing out, slowly and gently, allowing your back to sink and soften, sink and soften. So just rest there for a moment, noticing your movement of your breath as it goes in and out, feeling that with your hand as it rests on your soft belly. Third time when you're ready, breath in, push tummy. Breathing out, releasing breath, allowing tummy to soften and back to sink. Fourth time for the tummy and lower back. Breath in, and then breathing out, allowing the tummy to soften, allowing the back to sink. I'm going to move to another area of the body, this time the hands. To work the hands, we're going to make fists. Breathing in and tightening, and then when you breathe out, you're opening your hands and softening the hands. So we're going to begin by taking a breath in and making fists. And then very gently releasing the breath as you open the hands, a bit like a flower opening on a spring morning. Second time when you feel ready, take a breath in, making fists. And then breathing out, allowing the hands to open. If your hands feel a little stiff, give them a wiggle or give the fingers a stretch. And then just relax them again on your tummy or on your tops of your legs, just wherever's comfortable to rest your hands. Third time, making fists, breath in. breathing out, allowing the hands to open, resting for a moment. Imagine any tension flowing down your arms and out through the fingertips. Fourth time for the hands, drawing the fingers in, making fists, breath in, and then very gently let that breath flow out of your body as your hands open. Now I just suggest you shake out your hands because we're going to move to another area of the body. We're going to work the muscles of the upper arms and the forearms. To do this, we're going to bend at the elbow and take our fingers to the top of the shoulders. Okay, so when you're ready, breath in, taking the fingers to the top of the shoulders. And then as you breathe out, allow the hands to drop and drop. And you can even hang them down by the side of your body, loosening them if you need to. Second time, bending at the elbows, taking the fingers to the shoulders, breath in. And then in your own time, allow that breath to exhale, allowing the arms to drift down and drift down. And if you need to shake them out, then do. Rest for the moment. Imagine any tension in your shoulders, top of your arms, flowing down, out through the fingertips. Third time, taking the fingers to the shoulders, bending at the elbows, breath in. Hold it for a moment if you can, and then when you're ready, breath out, allowing your arms to drift down, drift down. Final time, fourth time, for the arms. Taking your fingers to your shoulders, bending at the elbows, breath in. And then when you're ready, breathing out, allowing the arms to drift down. So if we recap, we've done toes, calves, knees and thighs, tummy, hands, and arms. So we're moving now to the top of the body, and we're going to focus on the shoulders. We carry a lot in our shoulders, so it's while you're doing this part of the exercise, imagine you're letting go of any tension out of your shoulders. If you like, unburdening the weight and the stress and the strain from the day. So when you're ready, bring attention to your shoulders. We're going to lift the shoulders up towards the ears, breath in, rolling them back, and then as you breathe out, allow the shoulders to drift down, and your arms just to rest comfortably by your side or on your lap. Second time, breath in, lift the shoulders towards the ears to comfortable height. Roll the shoulders back and down as you breathe out, resting your arms comfortably. Rest for a moment. Just allow those shoulders to drift down a little bit more, even maybe moving them side to side. Just allow them to soften a little bit more. Third time, lift the shoulders towards the ears, breath in. Hold it for a moment if you can, and then very gently allow the shoulders to drift back and down, resting. Fourth, final time for the shoulders. Lifting, breath in. Breathing out, allowing the shoulders to drift down, and then coming to a resting point. So we're now going to work the muscles of the face. So this is the final part of working different areas of the body. We're going to work the face muscles by tightening around the eyes and around the jaw. If you're wearing glasses, you can always take them off at this point. And when you're ready, squeezing around the eyes, tightening around the jaw, breath in. And then when you're ready, just let that tension melt. Allow the jaw to soften as you breathe out. Second time when you're ready, tightening around the eyes, around the mouth, breath in. It's almost as if you're giving a bit of a grimace or a big smile. Breath in, hold that. And then when you're ready to go, let the muscles soften and soften. So before doing it the third time, just place your cupped hands over your eyes and then just gently massage around the orbit of the eyes, under the eyes, around the cheekbones. And then just take your hands down the side of your face, and maybe the back of your head, as if you're gently stroking away any tension from your face. Third time when you're ready, we're taking a breath in and tightening around the eyes, around the jaw. And then breathing out, allowing the jaw to relax. Muscles of the face soften. Fourth, final time for the face muscles. Tightening around the eyes, around the mouth, breath in. And then breathing out, allowing the jaw to soften. And as you just rest for the moment, I'd invite you to scan your body, remembering the different parts that we've worked today. We curled, tightened the toes, and as we breathed out, we let those soften. We drew the feet towards you, tightening the calves. And again, as we breathed out, we allowed those feet to soften. We moved up to the knees and the thighs, and we drew them together and tightened. And then released the breath as the knees drifted. We moved attention to the tummy, breath in, and we gently pushed the tummy out a wee bitty. And then as you allowed the breath to be released from your body, you softened the lower back and sunk back into your chair, sofa or bed. We did the hands, making fists. And we did the arms, bending the elbows and touching the shoulders. The last two areas were the shoulders, lifting them and releasing. And we've just finished with the face muscles, tightening around the eyes, around the jaw, and then releasing. So I'd like you, just for the last few moments, just to choose an area of your body that you want to bring attention to. And very gently take a breath in, sending it all the way down to that part of your body. And then as you breathe out, gently and slowly, release the tension from that area. Feel it leaving your body through the breath. So know that after doing this exercise, that your breathing will have steadied, your heart rate will have slowed to a nice, comfortable rate. And that doing this technique on a regular basis can help to balance stress hormones in your body, allow you to face the day with new vigor. And then, if you're doing it before you go to sleep, allow your body to really sink in to the comfort of the mattress, pillows, allowing your body to release the tension from the day. So this technique literally takes 15 to 20 minutes. You can practice even a small part of it during a day, or the full session by listening to this tape. And over the weeks of practicing, you will find that you'll be able to remember more and more of it, so that you're able to do it very easily, recalling the different parts of the body and the pattern of tightening and releasing as you flow through areas of the body, from the toes, the muscles of the face. So I invite you now just to rest in your chair, the pillows, and take a few minutes to drift, listening to the music, allowing your body to soften and relax. And then after a few minutes, you'll find that you feel more refreshed and that you can have a nice stretch, your fingers and toes, and then gently getting up, having a glass of water, and then turning the tape off. Thank you.